So if any new members joined, please provide your contact numbers to the admin. Okay. Okay, we'll discuss what exactly the Playwright. Uh, Before going to that, on high level, we'll discuss like what is the software and why we are going to test the application, what all the automation tools we are going to use currently in the market, what automation tools we have, and why we are choosing Playwright. We'll discuss these things quickly. So actually, first of all, like whatever the automation tool we are going to pick, that based upon the application, we are testing the application and we are choosing the automation tool. So first of all, we'll discuss what is a software, why testing is needed. Without testing, can we deploy this to the client? If directly we are sending to the client, what all the things happens? So everything we'll discuss quickly. So the software is nothing but a collection of like set of programs which we are providing the instructions to the computer. Why we have to send to the computer? See, whatever the data you are providing, suppose for example, if you are writing the software, it is like the computer won't understand whatever the language you are giving to the computer. Okay, then how it is giving the output for us? So internally we have some programs, like what that programs is doing, whatever you are writing, okay, it is converting your language to binary digits. The computer will understand only the binary digits. So it won't understand the alphabets, the numbers, everything. It only understand the binary digits like 0 1 codes. The binary in the sense 0 1 codes. So the program, the set of programs, it is helping us. Conversion will be happened in the whatever you are conveying to the computer. Okay, the programs are giving instructions to the computer whatever you are conveying. Okay, so the software is like, we can say, the set of instructions giving to the computer. Okay, so the example for the software is like whatever there in applications we have in the mobile, like apps we are calling, right? That completely, like each and every app will become one software. And MS Office and PDF or Adobe Acrobat. These are, we can say, like desktop applications. Web applications, like which application we are using under the browser, like Firefox, Chrome, like Facebook, Myntra application, Amazon, Flipkart. These applications, when we are opening in the application like a browser, okay, that we are calling it as a web applications. So when we are working with a, like we are testing, we are working with web applications, mobile applications, desktop applications, API applications. We have multiple applications. Okay, so this is a software, like once the requirement comes from the client, okay, uh, we are developing the software for them. And if we are not testing and we are providing the software to the client, okay, what will happens? There will be like we are getting more issues. Why? Developer also will do unit testing. Again, why the client will getting more issues means, as a tester, we will do end-to-end testing, like the application, all features we are going to verify, and we are testing the application based upon the acceptance criteria. acceptance criteria in the sense, here like as we are following agile methodology, each and every requirement divided into one feature. Okay, so every feature will be developed with acceptance criteria, like what all the scenarios to be covered as part of that feature we are covering under the acceptance criteria. Okay, so only the tester will perform the testing based upon the acceptance criteria, what all the things were expecting by the client. Okay, we are covering all the things. Okay, even though what they were expecting, beyond that we are testing, like only they were expecting the positive scenarios, we are testing the negative scenarios also. So what is this positive and negative? Whenever in the application, if they asked us to test one scenario with a valid credentials, we have to test with invalid also. If we are providing invalid credentials, what are the error messages we are getting? Okay, so in that way, the developer developed the application. He developed in the positive and negative flow. Suppose, for example, when you are logging to the application, you forgot the password, you'll be having like whenever you are giving the password in the application, you are getting like username and password is incorrect. Okay, so what you will do, you are clicking on the forgot password. So after clicking the forgot password, it is navigating to the new password and confirm the new password. Okay, so that and all you have to test all the scenarios when you are going to the application. Let me open the application. So if you are opening the application, okay, here, whenever we are giving a wrong credentials, it is not going to open. So the developer provided like we have to log in with a valid credentials only. What will happen if you are logging to the application with invalid credentials means it will throw some error. That error messages also they developed. Okay, so that scenario also you have to test when you are giving the invalid credentials. Okay, so positive and negative flow we are covering. Okay, the developer will test only the particular feature, but we are testing based upon that feature, like the code changes happen to the existing code, we are testing other functionalities also. After new code changes, any other functionality is going to affect or not, like we have to test if any issues we are getting, we are raising bugs after confirming with the team. Okay, these and all as a tester we are doing. Okay, so without testing the application, we are not providing the application to the client due to some issues like a good quality of testing not happened. So if we are sending the application same like that, okay, when end user means those who are using the application. For example, when we are using the application, we become end user for this Mindra application. Whatever the application we are using, this is a production. So this we are using, we become a end user. Okay, directly if we are sending the application to the client, the end user is going to use that application. He will face number of issues. Why means the testing has not happened to this application. Okay, so that is why testing is compulsory. Okay, quality of the application we can deliver with the help of a proper testing only. Okay, clear, right, up to this? Now we'll come to the actual part. As part of testings, we are having manual testing and automation testing. Whereas coming to the manual testing, manually you are testing the application. You have to click on the particular content. You have to verify whether it is loading or not. When you are adding the product to the cart, it is adding or not. When you are purchasing, it is like you are getting the order ID or not. Each and every scenario you have to check on your own. You have to click on this home feature, and you have to click on the particular acceptance criteria, what they were expecting, what they developed, that you have to do manually. Okay, so when you are trying manually again and again, like we miss some functionalities. Okay, so that is why like we are taking the help of automation to complete a proper uh, and fast testing. Okay, in the market we have more number of automation tools like Selenium, Tosca, Playwright. Okay, so previously we are using Selenium with all programming language we are supposed to use. Nowadays in the market, the Playwright is having more opportunities with the TypeScript and other programming languages also. Okay, so the we'll discuss about the Playwright. Coming to the Playwright, it is completely a open source tool like Selenium. Okay, uh, with the help of Playwright, we are supposed to use, it's an open source tool. It helps TypeScript, Python, Java, and .NET. Okay, but Selenium was having a more programming languages. It will help more at programming languages, even though we are using Playwright. Why? What is the difference between the Playwright and Selenium? Why we are preferring the Playwright? We'll discuss. When coming to the Playwright, we are saying it is completely a open source tool, which is developed by the Microsoft. Okay, which is developed by the Microsoft. We can say like this is the first tool, the which is a free tool, which is developed by the Microsoft. And also we can say what exactly this open source tool. Open source tool is nothing but easy to like it is free to use, and also maintaining the code structure and like working with the application is very easy. Okay, that is the meaning of open source. Like we are saying like customization of the code will be very easy with the open source tool. And what is the difference, like why we are choosing, even though Selenium was having more programming languages and more features. So we can say like, see, the Playwright is inbuilt framework we are having for the Playwright. When coming to the Selenium, it is not a framework. We are framework is nothing but whatever the code we are designing for the later purpose, we can use that again, like creating a multiple same methods. To avoid that, we are creating one method and we are using that method again and again. In that way, we are creating our code, so that we are calling it as a framework. Okay, so that facility inbuilt we have for the Playwright. But for Selenium, Selenium is not a framework. Okay, Selenium is a library. Okay, it is one of the library in the Java or Python, any of the programming language. It is only one library. That library we are using for web application. Testing for web application. Even the Playwright also we are using for web application. And also APIs, like easily we can handle through Playwright only. We can hit the all API calls. This we will discuss in deep in the further classes. This is only on the high level. We are like what advantages the Playwright was having, that we are going to discuss today. So the Playwright was having like automatic weights will handle by the Playwright. No need to provide uh, the static and dynamic weights. Okay, so if needed, if you want to see the scenario, then only you are giving time dot sleep. Otherwise, no need to use any of the weights for the Playwright. Okay, automatically based upon the application scenario, Playwright will wait to load the page or to wait like once until control identified up to automatically it will identify and it will navigate to that page and it will click on that particular control or element. Okay, and also the locators. Locators is nothing but, see, for example, you're staying in some like in Bangalore or Chennai or somewhere else. Your friend want to meet you. So he called to you like he informed that, hey Charan, I'm coming for your home. Okay. What you will say? You will inform the address to him, right? When he want to come for your home, without address, how can he identify you? How can he come and meets you? So without address, he can't come and he can't come. He cannot meet you, right? So, however, you are having some address. In the same way, the object is having some address. Object in the sense, each and a particular thing we are calling it as an object. Okay, so we'll perform some actions to this object. Here in the, like when we are working with a Selenium or a Playwright, we are calling these as a elements. Okay, so identifying the elements is easy with the help of locators. We are having like 8 types of locators actually. Here we can use like easily we can use id, class name, text, and xpath and css selector. Okay, these are the different types of locators which helps us to identify the particular element. Okay, for example, if you want to perform some actions on this filters, okay, so what you have to do, without locating this element, we are not supposed to click on that particular element and we are not supposed to perform some actions. So to do that such kind of things, like definitely you have to get this element locator. Okay, so how can you get the element locator? First you have to open the dev tools. Okay, this is the dev tool. Okay, so completely it is having the DOM code. Okay, so like it is a HTML code where exact. So if you'll see, this is the identifier which object you want to select and which for which object you want to get the locator. You have to choose that particular element. Okay, then you will be getting that locator. To get this locator, okay, what you have to do, you need to write some piece of code to identify this. So don't think that like it is too difficulty. It will be very easy when you are going to write this. Okay, so directly you can give class equals to common radio indicator, or else you can give with the tag name. Okay, this and all we will discuss while we are discussing the locators part. Okay, so after identifying this locator, okay, we have to copy this locator to the VS Code and we can manage what action to be performed. Like we have to click or we have to send keys. So whatever actions we have to perform, we can perform. Okay. So this is like easily we can handle this locators in Playwright. That is one advantage. And coming to the APIs, the Playwright will help us to work with the API. Inbuilt, we can handle the APIs. Like we have different methods, HTTP methods like get, post, put, delete, patch. Okay. So easily we can call these methods and we can easily handle these API calls with the help of Playwright. Okay. So, and even though like for the Selenium, we are calling that as a library, it is taking the help of either TestNG or Cucumber framework helps. But without any framework, easily we can the Playwright. That is one of the advantage we are having with the Playwright. Easily we can handle. What all the contents we are having with a Playwright, like how can you handle your framework? Okay. So multiple pages in the sense, if in the application, okay, this will become your home page. Okay, when you are logging to the, when you are opening the URL, so where you are navigating, okay, this will be your home page. And when you are clicking on the profile and if you are clicking on the login, this is the login page. Okay. And when you are clicking on some of the menu, it will become like kids page, like that particular page. Okay. So even like if you are working with the boys clothing, this will become one page. Like what you are doing, you are individually writing the codes for each and every page. And by calling the methods, we are working together with all the pages one by one. Okay. So what we are doing, we are developing code for the home page, and we are developing code for the login page, and we are developing code for the kids page. So all this together by calling in one method, sorry, in one class, one test file, we are working with all these pages. Okay. These pages and all handled with page object folder. Within the page object folder, here we'll be having like login page, login page, home page, kids page, and order page, like that. Your pages will be handled here. Then under test cases folder, this is a page object folder. Okay, here you are designing your pages. Okay, here you are designing your pages. Okay, in test cases, before going to test cases, we have to handle the locators also in one page. Okay, all the locators means for home page, what all the locators you will be having, that will be handled under home page locators. Okay, home page locators. Like each and every page will be having one locators page. And when you are working with the test case, so already we are calling this locators in the home page. Okay, we have created some methods here, and we are calling that home page by using that method in the test case. We are writing only one test case. Under one test case, you are calling all these pages one by one. First, you are calling the method home, then you are calling login, home, login, kids. In one page only, we are calling all these methods. Okay, in this way, we are designing the framework. Okay, So to handle the data, in the Playwright only, it supports to use the Cucumber framework. Okay. So no other framework is needed for the Playwright. Why means inbuilt, we have the structure that we can handle directly in the Playwright. So if any external data you will be having, you want to store that, and you need to make your test cases in some more organized way, like everyone can understand what exactly you have written. So then only we are preferring the Cucumber framework. Why means it is like uh, we are using a Gherkin language for this Cucumber framework. It is simple English. Even business people also easily identify, like easily understand what.
I am sorry for the interruption.
Yeah.
The Gherkin language is supported for the Playwright also.
Yes, it will support. Yes, Gherkin is supported for a Playwright. Only the thing you are adding the plugins to the Visual Studio and some piece of code we are writing.
Okay. Same.
Yeah.
So we are using for the Gherkin language when, then, again, given, and we are
Yes.
using like this.
Yes. Yes. So we are simplifying the conditions, like easily the business people will understand. So given the user login with the valid credentials, when navigating to the home page, then click on the kits menu. So see, while seeing this easily, anyone can understand what exactly you are uh, writing here, you are doing here. Okay, in the simplest form, if we are supposed to we are using the Cucumber framework. The Playwright will support this Cucumber framework. Okay, so inbuilt already we have the framework, but we are using some code here, like the TypeScript or any of the programming language. Some coding will be there. So to avoid that also, like see, while seeing the code, no one will understand without they were having the coding knowledge, right? So but with the Cucumber framework, when you are implementing this to the Playwright easily, those who are not having the knowledge of testing also, they can easily understand what exactly you are performing here. That is the advantage of Cucumber, and this Cucumber will be we can able to work with the Playwright. Okay. So in the market, when compared to other programming languages, more opportunities we'll be having for TypeScript and Python. We are having more. When coming to the TypeScript, when compared to Python, it it is having like simplest form. Easily we can understand how the code we are like, we don't need more concentration on the programming. Okay, so easily we can understand why it will be under the JSON format. Okay, easily anyone can understand what exactly we are going to provide the details in that. Okay, so also we have more opportunities with the Playwright using TypeScript. Okay, so that is why like we prefer Playwright with TypeScript. So any doubts as part of today's session, you can go with that. Like tomorrow we'll see how to write a piece of code and how can we work with a web application by using Playwright and TypeScript. We'll see. If you have any doubts, you can ask.
I have a what type of framework we have to teach?
See, whatever the Playwright supports, like implementing the page object and locators, the Playwright was having the framework. So we are discussing the Playwright framework and also the Cucumber framework, and how to work with the APIs and how we are integrating CI/CD to Playwright with TypeScript. We are going to work with all these. Okay. So
The Playwright is supporting for the Palm also.
1 minute.
Audible, no?
Yeah, 1 minute, 1 minute. Jagrata. Bye. Yeah, sorry, I missed your question. I got stuck with other. Can you come again, please? Hello.
Playwright is supporting for the Palm and page object model and also hybrid data driven given keyword
Yes,
driven frameworks.
yes, yes. Inbuilt, we can implement all these things. Okay, separately, we are not handling this pom.xml separately. Like in Selenium, we are having a file for pom.xml, right? So here we are using the virtual environment for our execution and all. Okay, so the virtual environment will help you to work with anywhere in the application. Like for example, when I'm running the environment in virtual environment, easily I can work with any of the environments, like any of the system also. I'm developing the code, uh, and I'm working in the virtual environment. Like I created a virtual environment, and when I'm working executing my scripts under virtual environment, if I'm moving my code to another, like I'm giving my code to another one also, easily they can also work with my code. So that is the help of the virtual environment. Under the virtual environment only, we are going to install all the related plugins which needed to implement our code. Even the page object model, we are having the inbuilt framework for Playwright. Playwright install is enough for this. No need other extra plugins for the POM page object model.
No, actually, the mostly companies are we are using for the Playwright with TypeScript. We are using for
Yeah.
the keyword-driven frameworks and data-driven frameworks because of so many data we have to fetch in the Excel format only.
Yes, we can handle see, I'm informing like we are not handling the pom.xml. I'm saying, I'm not saying like we are not supposed to use the Excel. We can handle the Excel files. The data driven will be happens in the Playwright. We can handle. Even also with the Playwright, we can handle our code internally in the JSON code. Okay. If suppose for example, if you want to handle any number of usernames and passwords, we have to test some bulk users, right? From the client side, they will ask us to test with the multiple users. Internally, we can store the data in the username.json file, in the JSON format, how your data will be written is, suppose you want to give the username, okay, so easily you can give your separated with the comma how much data you want to give, okay. So in this format, internally it will handle, like Playwright will handle this JSON code, and externally you can work with the Excel file also. So that at all a problem here. We are not like saying that it won't support the Excel file and all. Internally also the Playwright supports to store the data, and externally also we can work with the Excel. See, Selenium also we are working with the Excel file. How can we, like, this is a implemented tool going forward? This is having a better feature. They will implement what all the features we have in the Selenium. Among that, like, they will add some key features, like it will support the API calls inbuilt only. We can call the API without any disturbances, and automatic wait we are having. Easily we can maintain the framework with the inbuilt framework for the Playwright. So these many advantages we have, okay. So whenever they were implementing one tool to another tool, when all the features will be covered, and there will be some more advantages than the previous tool, so then only it will be fastly it will move into the market, okay. So more advantages we have, we can uh, what we can say, so we can handle the data internally and externally. We can create framework within the Playwright without any added plugins for the Playwright. We have the structure, no need to use any form.xml here. But the page object model we are using to design your pages. So I informed, right, the page object. So this is like page object model only, and like this is designing your pages and implementing, like calling these pages from uh under one test case, calling with their methods, okay. So page object model is not a framework. It is only, we can say that it is a designable way that we can implement in our framework in
Like a
that way,
collection in Java, we have
okay.
a to design the pattern. Yes.
Yes. All are thinking that this page object model is also one framework. No, page object model is like
Yeah.
we
That
are
is not a
designing.
framework. Yes. That we have to
Hmm.
design the
In a, see,
frame.
why we have to design, see, when we are implementing all these piece of code in one particular class, so what will happen if any issue will be in the kids page? You have to check all the 1,000 or 10,000 lines of code. You have to move up, right? So it is little difficult when you are debugging in the sense uh, where exactly we are getting the issue. Step by step we have to verify, right? So in that case, if you are writing all the pages code in one page, definitely it will be difficult for debugging purpose. So that is why we are designing our code into individual pages, and we are calling that pages with their methods to in the one class only, okay.
Yeah, you have to speak some external data and internal data. We have to fetch in the VS Code we are using for the plugins. So, what type of plugin we are using? Like automation purpose, Selenium with Java, we are using for the Apache Poi. So, in
Yes,
VS Code, what type of plugins we are using?
for Excel, like, see, we have to use a piece of code for the Playwright, okay. So installation of each and every data will be even for the Cucumber also, just only you need to write the BDD PyTest, for TypeScript, you need to add the BDD TypeScript, like that you have to mention. And whereas coming to the Excel, okay, when we are installing the node.js, automatically this node.js will have all inbuilt files which we can handle, the xlx files and other data files also we can handle. Only here we are installing node.js to handle all type of files with the TypeScript. Why means this node.js only having all inbuilt features to handle the external data also.
As a Playwright and TypeScript, you have to teach with the Playwright and TypeScript, right?
Yes.
So
Before that,
mostly,
like we
okay,
are going to
mostly,
install.
okay. Yeah, tell me.
So we have to install this node.js and visual code we have to install. These are all free to use. Okay. So whatever we have to work for the Playwright and TypeScript. So all these are free to use. To work with the TypeScript, we are installing the node.js. IDE is we are using Visual Code. And inbuilt, we are creating the virtual environment. And under that, we are implementing all the codes.
At the end of the period,
Hmm.
we are using Playwright and TypeScript. So mostly, or Playwright or Python. Mostly, how many type of framework we have to basic we have to teach them?
So we are discussing like the complete Playwright framework and Cucumber framework we are going to implement. And with the APIs and CI/CD. Integrations will be like API and CI/CD. These are the things
Okay,
we are going to
that is
cover.
enough, ma'am. Because of that is CI/CD tools means
Yeah,
we
that
are
is enough.
yeah, because of that is we have to uh, push the code into the GitHub or Git panel, yes,
Yes.
to execute the test
Almost
cases.
like, see, when you are working with the Playwright only, we are including this data driven also. Like when compulsory we want to work with the multiple users, so this data driven also including with the Playwright only. Okay, so the combination of the Playwright and Cucumber also will see, like it is a kind of hybrid, we can say. When implementing two frameworks into one, we call this as a hybrid mode of code.
For execution purpose, which one we have to use? For suppose Selenium with Java, we are using for the test engine. Test case execution purpose we are using. So
Here we are
the,
not using anything directly. We can implement some functions, methods we are having, right? So directly we can call that methods and we can implement here.
no, actually in VS Code we are using for this one. We have to telling something for only for using for VS Code because of all is configured to the VS Code. But remaining tools, what about the remaining tools?
I'm not getting your
You have to teach something like VS Code. Here. We have to teach the VS Code, right?
VS Code is for IDE. Okay,
Yeah, that is
the
IDE because of everything is configured
inbuilt,
to the VS Code.
yes,
So that's why
inbuilt we have every method to call, like to work with the
yes,
Playwright
yes,
and TypeScript.
yeah.
Ha
That is my point, Hema.
ha
Actually,
ha, sorry,
VS Code
sorry.
is we have to configure the everything. So that's
Yes.
why Python also we are
1 minute.
using for the
Huh,
VS Code
1 minute,
and
1 minute. See,
yeah.
1 minute. Let me complete. See, once after you are installing the VS Code into your machine, so we are installing the node.js. Okay. So when you are adding node.js to your uh, this VS Code, automatically whatever needed for the TypeScript, all the methods will be comes to the VS Code. And meanwhile, we are installing Playwright to the VS Code. Okay, so then we are supposed to use the Playwright with TypeScript by calling the methods, uh, handling the page objects, everything will be there under in the Playwright. Separately, we are not going to install anything. So all will comes with the node.js. Each and every method we can use from the node.js. Okay, and also only for the Cucumber, you are going to add some piece of code. Okay, that we'll discuss in the classes. Step by step, we'll discuss everything. We'll complete all the frameworks which supports the Playwright, and also the complete API and complete CI/CD. And we can handle the static methods and dynamic methods, and we are working how to locate the elements and how to handle the windows, the pop-ups, everything we can, like assertions, everything we are going to discuss as part of the coding, what all needed, like taking the screenshots, how to generate the reports, how to check the log files, everything we are going to discuss.
Yeah, that no, that is enough, Emma, because of that is basics thing. Uh, with pop-ups, drop downs, check boxes, and the radio button. That is for the only
See,
for we are asking for about the frameworks because of
yeah,
uh,
one more thing. Once after completing all the topics, okay, we'll take one application. We are going to perform end to end, like all the pages we are going to cover, like what all the topics we have discussed. Okay, we are going to cover for that application using this Playwright framework. We are implementing for that application what all the issues if we are facing, if what is the way we are searching for that, like how to resolve that issues. Based upon that scenario, easily you can, whatever the application, as part of manual testing you are working, also you can implement this code with your application. Why means all these tools are free to use. Even for your application also, what all the topics we are discussing here, you can try with that application. If anywhere you are stuck in there also, we will guide you how to resolve that, like based upon that, like one application from our end and one application from yourself, your side. We are going to cover two sides, two
Sorry,
applications.
sorry to interrupt you.
Hmm.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Why can't you make it a practical session tomorrow to include all the buttons, radio buttons, and placeholders, all the functions, instead of saying theory part, make it practical so that we can understand how the functionality
Sure,
happens.
definitely.
Yeah,
Actually today only
till
the
yesterday and today also same happening like
no,
theory part.
yesterday, see, actually, today
Somebody
what
asking
we discussed exactly
irrelevant
about.
questions, they're just revolving around the same thing, asking again and again, and framework.
Okay, tomorrow we'll see the how to work with the
Work all
application,
the
how
elements,
to.
how to interact with Playwright, with the TypeScript or Java or anything, Python or anything. How
Sure,
we
sure, definitely.
implemented our code in our Playwright.
Sure, Rashika.
Thanks. Sorry
Yeah,
to
sure,
interrupt.
definitely. Yeah, yeah, no problem, no problem. Okay, no problem. We'll discuss tomorrow, like how to work with the application. We will write a piece of code, how it is handling the application and all. We'll see. Okay.
Yeah, for an example, take a scenario like login functionality and do it from scratch to end
Sure,
by
definitely,
implementing
Rashika.
Playwright.
Sure, Rashika, definitely. I will show you like how we are taking the uh, buttons and everything, like all objects in the application, and we'll write one piece of code. Okay.
how many days do you have to provide the demo session, ma'am?
Only tomorrow. From Monday onwards, you will be having regular sessions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tomorrow we have to execute some piece of code. We have to write the piece of
Yes.
code, then execute it.
Yes, yes.
Actually, today starting the session starting, I am asking about like this.
Huh.
We have to
Okay,
execute
so
this code, but
no problem. Like we'll go step by step. As of now, like we'll discuss only the basics, right? Tomorrow we'll see how to write the code and how to execute it with Playwright with TypeScript. Okay.
yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
Yeah.
clarity.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
one more
Lakshmi
suggestion for the hello.
Mani. Yeah, Rashikar. 1 minute, Rashikar. I will come. Like admin team was asking your numbers. Please call to the admin team, please. Lakshmi and Mani. Okay. Yeah, Rashikar, please
Okay,
go
sure,
ahead.
Rama.
One thing for the candidates, is while afterwards here
Rashikar, your voice is breaking. Rashikar, your voice is breaking.
yeah,
Rashikar,
my
your voice is
internet is
breaking for me.
unstable. Sorry.
Ha. Yeah. Please come again. What you are saying, like I missed, like it is strucking somewhere. If it possible, can you ping in the chat, please?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yeah, Rashikar. Yes. Now it is clear. Yes, Rashikar.
Yeah, request other candidates don't interrupt while discussing any subject. That is the thing. While she is discussing, don't interrupt her. They will miss the flow, and that's my request from my end.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, they actually they want to like why the people will join the session is like they need some clarity on that what we are going to discuss also. Okay, tomorrow what we'll do, we'll complete all the flow. Then last 10 minutes, I will provide you the time to ask the questions. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Hamlata. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Hema. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you. So in chat, the admin team provided the numbers. Like, please ping your number to the admin team. Okay, Lakshmi. Yeah, you people can drop. Thank you.
Hi, Himlata.
Yeah, hi, Rama.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, I just want to know how many days it will take for this course.
So to complete the playwright with the TypeScript, it will take around 45 hours. Okay.
45
Complete.
hours. Okay.
Yeah. It like only with the playwright and TypeScript. Okay, like all the frameworks, everything. Okay. Uh,
Okay, Himlata. Is there any possibility
Later we'll take
to increase
some
from?
sessions for
Yeah. Like, is there any
means
possibility to increase the time from 1 hour to 2 hours?
it will
Yeah,
it
daily
is not
session for daily session.
possible
Your voice is
to
breaking, Hima. Sorry, I'm unable to hear, Hima.
what what the concept
Sorry, I'm unable to hear your voice. It's breaking.
going to cover.
you sorry, connectivity lost. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll discuss after few classes. We'll discuss
Okay, okay. Okay, Hema. Thank you so much. Yeah. Bye-bye.
some emergency, right? So I will, yeah, I will paste upon